Right. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Thank you for joining us here at the beautiful, historic Patapsco Female Institute in Ellicott City. My name is Felix Fasheen. I serve as Deputy Chief of Staff to Howard County Executive Calvin Ball, and we are so grateful to be joined by so many community partners, friends of the arts, and lovers of theater for a special announcement tonight before the performance of Julius Caesar. Before we kick off our program, I do want to recognize a few special guests we have in attendance. I did see Senator Clarence Lamb from District 12. Thank you. And I'd also like to thank our hosts at the Chesapeake Shakespeare Company for welcoming us tonight. So to kick off our program, yes, thank you. To kick off our short program, we'll hear from a visionary leader who works every day to champion the arts in Howard County. So please join me in welcoming Howard County Executive Dr. Calvin Ball.
Thank you, Felix, and thank you all for being here and joining us for this important announcement as we affirm our commitment to the arts, to community, and to our shared values. We're gathered at the Patapsco Female Institute in historic Ellicott City, a site that was a former girls' school built in 1837 on land donated by the Ellicott brothers. Today, these now stabilized ruins host gardens, park events, and community events that emphasize the arts. Every summer, our friends at the Chesapeake Shakespeare Theater perform live Shakespeare plays right here at the Institute, and tonight you are in for a treat, an incredible performance of Julius Caesar. Whether you're watching theater performances in historic ruins, experiencing the visual arts in our galleries, or celebrating our literary arts at book festivals, one thing is clear. In Howard County, the arts are thriving. However, while creativity and expression are under attack at the federal level, we'll continue to champion arts locally. The new federal administration has rolled out significant changes to funding for community services, our nonprofits, and vital programs. Included in these drastic cuts made across our nation were major cuts to arts programming and nonprofits right here in Maryland. In this time when federal policy changes have stripped away critical support for organizations that shape our community in Howard County, we're stepping up. Working with the Howard County Arts Council, we developed a one-time grant program to provide support for arts programming where federal funds have been cut. We know what's at stake. Chesapeake Shakespeare Company lost $50,000 in federal funding just weeks before their summer programming was set to begin, and that funding would have supported their remarkable Shakespeare Beyond initiative. Free, accessible, professional theater brought directly into Maryland neighborhoods, including right here in Howard County at Rockburn Branch Park, where hundreds gathered under the stars just last summer. Despite that loss, CSC has pressed forward to continue their programming with grit, with vision, and with the belief that arts belong to everyone. At the same time, Baltimore Center Stage, our state's official theater, made the difficult decision to forego federal funding rather than compromise its mission, its values, and inclusive programs. That decision, that's right, give them some love. Thank you, Center Stage. That decision came at a cost. Between $30,000 and $100,000 each year in federal funding for our arts makes a difference for our community and makes a difference for our future. We, however, reaffirmed our shared commitment to equity, to representation, to artistic excellence. Center Stage's upcoming season will feature new works by underrepresented voices, programs for youth, and community engagement initiatives that serve a broad and diverse audience, including many right here in Howard County. And today, we're proud to announce grant awards to these two incredible arts organizations: Chesapeake Shakespeare Company and Baltimore Center Stage. To support their work in Howard County and continue delivering high-quality arts programming to our residents, we are awarding each organization a supplemental arts grant of $12,500. For Chesapeake Shakespeare Company, this funding will support the Shakespeare Beyond program, helping to offset the loss of those rescinded federal funds. Shakespeare Beyond will serve more than 8,000 people through free performances across our state, including Rockburn, Branch Park, and Elkridge. For Baltimore Center Stage, this funding will directly support their season of programming and community engagement initiatives that center diverse voices and perspectives. This grant will enable the theater to commission and produce new works by playwrights and support accessible performances and educational programs for our young people, and provide fair wages to artists, designers, and technicians. While these grants do not fully replace the depth of loss of federal funding, they send a powerful message that Howard County supports the arts and believes in our vision of inclusive, accessible arts programming for all. We know that these organizations are cornerstones for our arts community that serve Howard County and beyond. In fact, in just the last year, Chesapeake Shakespeare Company has served approximately 6,000 Howard County residents at public performances and summer camps, through adult and youth classes, and through in-school residency. This includes more than 3,600 people who have attended this summer show right here at Patapsco Female Institute. And each year, Baltimore Center Stage welcomes more than 2,000 attendees, participants, and volunteers just from Howard County across their multitude of programs and performances. Your impact is felt and appreciated. I want to thank Colleen and the entire Arts Council for their partnership and leadership in this important initiative, and for their continued support of a vibrant, inclusive arts ecosystem, not just in Howard County, but throughout our entire region. I also want to thank our partners at Chesapeake Shakespeare Company and Baltimore Center Stage. They are cornerstones of cultural access, creative expression, and community enrichment. They've inspired generations with their work, educated our children, and opened doors to the transformative power of the arts for audiences of all backgrounds. Together, we will ensure that residents of Howard County and throughout the Baltimore region and beyond can experience the joy, the challenge, the inspiration that arts uniquely offer. Thank you so much.
Thank you, County Executive Ball. Next, we'll hear from two incredible partners in this effort: Colleen West, Executive Director of the Howard County Arts Council, and Adam Stahl, Chair of the Howard County Arts Council Board.
Good evening, and welcome to Ellicott City and the PFI, one of the many hidden gems for residents and visitors in Howard County. What a great night for Shakespeare Under the Stars, a perennial favorite of mine and a highlight of Howard County's summer arts season. The Arts Council is proud of this program and our long-term partnership with Chesapeake Shakespeare Company, and we're prouder still for the ability to provide relief funds to help offset their loss of federal funds this year. For those of you who don't know us, the Arts Council exists to enrich and uplift our community by advancing the arts, artists, and arts organizations in Howard County. We do so by serving as an advocate for the arts, operating a multidisciplinary center for the arts, which, by the way, Chesapeake Shakespeare, it was Chesapeake Shakespeare's first home. And we fund the arts through a variety of grant programs. One of those grant programs is the Baltimore City Arts and Cultural Grants, which was started in 1992 through a partnership with Howard County government. The county is a key partner in the Baltimore metro area and works closely with the surrounding counties and Baltimore City to address regional priorities. Supporting Maryland's top arts and cultural treasures that are in the city and provide significant services to Howard County residents was a priority for the county then and now. Thousands of Howard County residents are enriched by the world-class art collections, concerts, performances, and cultural experiences state treasures like Baltimore Center Stage offer that are just 30 minutes away. I recently had the pleasure of attending Center Stage's critically acclaimed world premiere of John Wilkes Booth, One Night Only, and it wasn't one night only, written by Matthew Weiner. It is an exciting new work, and it's exciting new work like this that energizes the arts community, draws national attention, and puts Central Maryland's art scene on the map. The Arts Council's commitment to being a good regional partner and providing our community with access to these great amenities it remains very strong for the Arts Council. And at this point, I'm going to turn over the mic over to the Arts Council's board president, Adam Stull, to say a bit more.
Okay. Thank you, Colleen. Partnerships are so important to the Arts Council and the communities we serve. Another way that we ensure access to great programs offered by the great institutions in Baltimore City is through our Outreach Howard Grant program. We launched this program in 2013 to encourage our Baltimore City grantees to come to Howard County and partner with local groups to produce programs right here in our community. Recent examples of those grant funds at work are the Step Into History partnership between the Maryland Center for History and Culture, the Howard County Historical Society, and the Patapsco Valley State Park, which unveiled a larger-than-life-size frame last month featuring the Avalon Nail and Iron Works, a work in the center's collection that celebrates Howard County's early industrial history. Step Into History invites people to learn about our history and to have a fun and explore our parks and our heritage areas. Another great example of our grant funds at work is this production in Julius Caesar, which is a partnership between Chesapeake Shakespeare and the Howard County Department of Recreation and Parks that activates this unique space and provides audiences with the thrill of enjoying Shakespeare in the park. The Arts Council has supported Chesapeake Shakespeare's summer season here at the Patapsco Female Institute since 2016, and we hope to do so for many seasons to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Adam. Next, we'll hear from our hosts for the evening. Please join me in welcoming Leslie Malin, Executive Director of Chesapeake Shakespeare Company.
Thank you, Felix, and welcome. I am so happy and honored to have this opportunity to thank Howard County, which was our hometown. It's where we grew up. We started here in 2002 with a production in Ellicott City at the Howard County Center for the Arts, which was a production that perhaps 100 people came to see the entire run. In 2003, we found this beautiful space, and we started performing here. And soon after, we were provided by the Howard County Arts Council with subsidized office space at the Howard County Center for the Arts. The kind of support and nurturing for the arts that Howard County exhibits through the Howard County Arts Council is quite extraordinary. And we stayed here for 12 very happy years until we moved to Baltimore City, but we always come back home to Howard County. And I am just so moved by this wonderful effort from the Howard County government, which has been such a wonderful supporter over the years. Losing $50,000 of federal money that has been promised you that you've essentially spent already is quite devastating. And to have $12,500 of that returned is wonderful. We are in the middle of our Shakespeare Beyond, and our Shakespeare wagon will be here in Howard County in Rockburn Park next week, and I hope you will come and see it. But we will also be in Harford County, and we will be in Montgomery County, and Baltimore County. We'll be all over the place, and we hope to be here for many years to come. But most importantly, we hope to be here at the PFI for many, many years to come, our home that we love so much. So thank you all for coming and supporting this program. Thank you, Howard County, for believing in the arts, for putting your money where your mouth is. There is no executive in Maryland who speaks so eloquently about the arts. We are very lucky to have Calvin Ball as our county executive. And now I would like to introduce my friend, Adam Frank, who is the managing director of Center Stage and is leading a wonderful renaissance of that amazing, important theater.
Thank you, Leslie. And hello, everyone. My name is Adam Frank. I'm the managing director of Baltimore Center Stage. And I'm really grateful to be invited here to thank Howard County and County Executive Ball and Colleen and Adam and the Arts Council for this really, really thoughtful and timely investment in the arts at a time that I know is challenging for everyone. I'm really grateful to know that our government partners understand the critical role that the arts have to play in freedom of expression, in envisioning how to make society better, and in keeping a good and thriving democracy. And I'm grateful, and I speak for myself and I think many of my colleagues when I say that I'm grateful to be a citizen of Maryland, a citizen of the greater Baltimore region, and in community with Howard County and people who share values of welcome, of inclusion, and the belief that people of different backgrounds and walks of life should have a place in society together. And I believe that the arts and government in partnership have a role to play in that. And I believe that the resistance to pressure to change those values is not so much about picking fights and really doesn't have very much to do at all with what's happening in Washington. But for me, that's really about the fact that we know who we are and we're not going to change who we are. We're proud of that. And I'm really grateful to be in community with Howard County, to serve Howard County residents, and to be in community with people who share those values. Thank you for this investment. It really puts wind in our sails, and we promise to pay that forward. And if I may, I'll just say that my wife and I had the pleasure of seeing this production of Julius Caesar last week, and it is really excellent. You are all in for a treat. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Adam, and thank you to all our speakers. Can we please give the Chesapeake Shakespeare Company one more round of applause for welcoming us here tonight? Thank you. Today marks a very important day that reflects our continued dedication to a vibrant arts and cultural environment here in Howard County and beyond. Through these grant awards, we'll continue to partner with these tremendous arts organizations that inspire, uplift, and lead us into the future. This concludes our program, and I will invite all of our speakers to take a quick photo on stage. Thank you.